Hello everyone, this is Manu Srivastava from hot Phoenix, Arizona, back again with the second episode on the discussion of Indian classical music. Last time we discussed the monsoon season. Today I'd like to discuss some riyaz techniques, riyaz being a Farsi Urdu word meaning practice. In Hindi it's called sadhana. Every guru, every teacher has their own methodology of how to practice. These are my thoughts, this is what I've been taught, and this is what I use with my students. Hopefully it can help you. I'm not saying this works for everyone, but I do know that it works for me. So that will be our first topic today. And the second topic we'll talk about is the importance of a guru. Today we like to use technology, i.e. Skype or other methodology, WhatsApp, to learn. And I have my own thoughts about it, and I'd like to discuss some of those today with you. So my riyaz actually starts 4 o'clock in the morning every day, whether I'm in a hotel, traveling, different country, or back here at home. I like to get up early in the morning. I feel that's the best time to get away from the family or work stress or other stresses that start at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning here in America. 4 o'clock is the best time. You're completely energized and you're ready to go. I know it's very difficult for many of you to get up, but once you get into the habit, it's not difficult at all. Also, I like to practice with the tanpura. Even though we have electronic tanpuras these days, you got your iPhones and iPads. With the tanpuras, I actually like to use a real tanpura, acoustic tanpura. I also mandated in my school because the sound of an acoustic tanpura can never be imitated. The push and the support you get from an acoustic tanpura does not come from an electronic tanpura. That's again my belief. And it is a very good habit to learn to tune an acoustic tanpura because it helps your ears with shrutis, different pitches. So in the morning, I get up at 4, I tune my tanpura to my scale, and I start basically with the first note in Hindustani classical music, which is sharaj or sa. We were taught to hold the sa and hold it as long as we can in one breath. We were taught to use an akar, a, instead of or u or e. After the akar became good, we went into the ikars and the ukars, etc. And then we followed suit. After sharaj, it was rishabh or nishad, which is the mandra saptak nishad, or the lower scale ni, and dha and pa. So we tend to generally practice all the low notes first. After a good warm-up of all the low notes, we climb into the rishabh, gandhar, madhyam, etc. and go on. I tend to stay away from very high notes in the morning. We don't want to strain our throats. So let's look at an example of what I do. Focus on streamlining the sound. Once that is done, ni. Add the two. Do it multiple times. After that, next note, dha. Now for demonstration purposes, I'm doing it much faster. Obviously I take a long time doing each note. Try to listen to all the microtones in between each note. You just saw the akaric form of morning riyaz that I use. The other thing that I practice after a good bit of the swars is alankar. Alankar are patterns, and all my students hate to do the alankar. They hate practicing it. We call it toilet cleaning. It's something that nobody likes to do, but everyone has to do. Let's look at an example of how we can use a simple alankar, sa re ga ma pa ma pa dha, in slow and fast mode, and that fast mode actually becomes a tan that we use in Bandish. So let's look at that. Simple alankar, as I said, the 7 notes, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. So we're going to take 3 notes at a time. Sa re ga, then the next pattern would be re ga ma. Sa re ga ma pa da ni za ni da pa ma ga ma ga re sa. Then you can increase the speed a little bit more. Even more. This is the use of gamak. So you can use many patterns such as this, sa re ga ma pa, or sa ga re ma ga pa, etc., etc., etc. Last topic for today is regarding the importance of a guru. I get calls, emails, Facebooks, Instagrams, requests to teach online on Skype. I myself went through that phase for a few years, and it was very difficult to learn. You know, especially if you're a beginner, not to have a teacher in front of you telling you every little mistake. It's very, very difficult with Skype or other methods. There's always a lag in time, so you never really get a good grasp of tal, which is extremely important. I feel these technologies are good for maintenance purposes, but for majority of the work, you should be actually using the traditional way, which is going in front of a guru and learning the proper way. I hope you enjoyed this session, the second episode of ICM from Phoenix Gharana, and I hope to bring you such videos as we move forward from different locations around the world. And thank you again for your continued support. You know, our subscribers are growing, and I request again that you all join, learn, share, discuss, and spread this joy of music. See you again.